So, from the title of this video and just from the thumbnail alone, I'm sure you're already wondering what I got that has 700 horsepower. And, well, I'll start off with this. A few weeks ago, I set out to get a Corvette, which I was looking for a brand new Z06, which, if you know about Corvette, you know I didn't get a brand new Z06 because they only have 650 horsepower from the factory. So, one night when I was looking online for a Corvette, I randomly stumbled across this car, which this car isn't even a GM car. It's actually a Ford. But it was a car that was my dream car when I was probably about 12 or 13 when the car first came out in 2007. So, without further ado, this is the new car for the channel, which we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with. So, here it is. 2007 Ford Mustang GT500 in torch red. It's already modified, has a few things done to it, and has 700 horsepower. Right now it's making about 603 horsepower at the wheels. And before I owned it, two people previously owned it. Which the last guy who owned it, he's the one who did all the mods to it. And this car only has 5,800 miles on it. Right there. 5,824 miles. And the car's 10 years old, so for that low miles, it's really good. And I got a really good price on the car too, so. But you can see the interior has the Cobra emblem on the seats, on both front seats. Has the Shaker 1000, which was the biggest sound system you could get in these cars back then. It has the auto dimming mirror up here. It's actually pre-wired for a radar detector. I just need to get a mount for mine. Has push to start, which is, this is aftermarket, but these are the same buttons that were used in the Ford GT. Has a Shelby shifter in it, just the shift knob, which the OEM shifters in these, the actual shift knob, look terrible, in my opinion. In the trunk, when I got the car, there are these two plaques. This one looks to be like an earlier plaque, and the horsepower, rear wheel horsepower is only 596. And then this list is a lot longer, so this is probably a more up-to-date list. And then this one says 603.53 rear wheel horsepower, and it says 700 base horsepower tune. And that's all the stuff that's done to the car mechanically. And then there's a little segment about the car. It actually is 0071, so this is the 71st car that rolled off the assembly line back in 2007, which is the first year they produced the GT500, which is just pretty cool. It was one of the first 100 made. And then over here you can see two 10-inch subwoofers. This is the Shaker 1000 system, and this is a factory item. That's not aftermarket. And then the engine in this thing, it's a 5.4 liter V8 32 valve supercharged, which from the factory makes about 500 horsepower, and right now, like I said, makes around 700 and 603 horsepower at the wheels. And you can see big JLT air intake that goes back to the Ford Racing. Wow, completely blanked on the name. Throttle body. You can see SVT plate there. It says handcrafted. Then it has the pulley upgrade on it, the 2.5 inch pulley, or 2.6 inch pulley, instead of the standard 3 inch. I think it's standard 3 inch. Whatever. Yeah, it's pulley upgrade. Has fake hood pins. So you can see they're just stick on. But still, kind of looks cool. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, the other stuff that came with the car. The car came with all the documents since it was new. It came with this little plaque, which is basically the same thing that's in the trunk, just a smaller version of it. Came with this license plate frame, Shelby GT500. Came with the original window sticker with no creases in it. The thing's never been folded. It's in perfect condition. Came with this, so they must have used an SCT tuner to tune the car while it was on the dyno. And it came just with all the paperwork of all the service records and just all the instructions for all the mods and just everything. All the invoices for all the mods. Everything. So it's a really good car. It's a lot more affordable than the Corvette. Corvette would have been really cool to have, but for the sake of YouTube, a lot of people have Corvettes already, and not a whole lot of people have GT500s. Alright, I know this video is kind of short, and I know my last two have been short, or my last one was short too. But there's going to be much more to come with this car, so just keep an eye out for more videos. And please subscribe if you're new. And have a great day. Thanks for watching.